Since 1885, Boys and Girls Aid has been creating a brighter future for Oregon's youth. To honor the members of our community who go above and beyond to make a positive impact through philanthropy and leadership, Boys and Girls Aid created the Irene H. Gerlinger Award for Philanthropy and Community Service in 2009, named after the trailblazing philanthropist Irene Hazard Gerlinger, whose legacy of generosity set a new standard for community advocacy and lasting change. Throughout her life, Irene H. Gerlinger encouraged what she called goodwill acts to promote human welfare through volunteer work, leadership, education, and monetary investments. This year's Gerlinger Award honorees: Dr. Susan Huntington, the OCF Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation, the Neely Donaher family, Raga Mandala, and U.S. Bank, proudly carry forward her tradition of generosity and leadership, ensuring Boys and Girls Aid can continue to improve the lives of our community's children and youth for the next 140 years and beyond. Boys and Girls Aid is proud to introduce this year's Irene H. Gerlinger Award for Philanthropy and Community Service honorees.
Sue, you spicy taco. This is your husband, Brian. Word on the street is you're bringing home some hardware tonight, some bling.
Susan dedicated 17 years of her life to Boys and Girls Aid, including 9 as president and CEO. During those 17 years, I witnessed her tireless commitment to improving the lives of children.
You became the first female president and CEO of Oregon's oldest child welfare agency. You led the agency's first relocation since 1995, carefully shaping every detail of the new space to ensure it reflected care, dignity, and respect for the staff who served within it. You navigated the organization through the unprecedented challenges of COVID, ensuring that no staff member was laid off, and most importantly, that every child continued to receive the care and support they deserved.
It's my personal honor to name Susan Huntington as a recipient of the Irene H. Gerlinger Award for Philanthropy and Community Service for all that she has done and continues to do for Boys and Girls Aid.
I love you, and I'm so incredibly proud of you.
Es un orgullo para mí felicitarte por tan merecido reconocimiento. No conozco una persona más merecedora, más leal a la filantropía y al servicio de la comunidad. Gracias.
I'm honored to be recognized by the leadership of Boys and Girls Aid, to receive the Irene Gerlinger Award for Service and Philanthropy. To be recognized by those I admire so deeply is an honor beyond words. Thank you for the privilege to serve. And thank you, most of all, to the children who passed through our care during my tenure. You taught me grace and humility and the true meaning of service. You have left a lasting impression on my soul, and I will carry your stories with me always, and I will forever be your biggest advocate. Thank you.
When people hear the name Joe Weston, I think the term development really comes to mind, certainly in regard to his influence in the world of commercial and real estate development. But through the OCF Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation, Joe Weston has built this really remarkable legacy of fostering community development. The impact of Joe Weston's generosity can be felt in communities across Oregon and really cannot be overstated. Since its founding in 1991, the OCF Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation has awarded more than $200 million in grants to more than 500 nonprofit organizations, benefiting thousands of Oregonians every year. Boys and Girls Aid has been a recipient of these grants for nearly 20 years and can attest to the life-changing impact of the Foundation's generosity on the children and families we serve.
Boys and Girls Aid is even headquartered in a Joe Weston building.
Boys and Girls Aid is just so thrilled to be able to honor the OCF Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation with this year's Irene H. Gerlinger Award for Philanthropy and Community Service. Thank you so much for your contributions to our community.
Hi, we're the Neely Donaher family. My name is Maisie, and I was adopted through Boys and Girls Aid in December of 2011, and we've continued our journey with Boys and Girls Aid ever since.
I'm always so moved by the Neely Donahers' compassion and generosity. They're fierce advocates for youth, and they find every opportunity to engage the community in improving the lives of young people. Fergal joined our board. He's been a really integral member of our board for 10 years now, most recently as the board chair. Following in her parents' footsteps, Maisie is a compassionate, kind soul who has created artwork for the youth in our programs. She frequently helps her classmates at school, and she proudly spreads the word about our infant adoption program.
We've encouraged a philanthropic approach with Maisie ever since day one, and we know that she will just continue this throughout her life with her children and well beyond.
Boys and Girls Aid is thrilled to honor the Neely Donaher family with the Irene H. Gerlinger Award for Philanthropy and Community Service.
It's very humbling to be here today to receive this award. We are extremely thankful for the recognition, for the small part that we play in such a major part in our lives and the gift that is Maisie. I think it's really important to recognize the folks that deserve most credit, those folks at Boys and Girls Aid who show up every single day to help, support, serve, and protect the children of Oregon and Washington. Thank you so much.
U.S. Bank was established in Portland in 1863 and has been a trusted institution for nonprofits like ours for over 160 years. Boys and Girls Aid has been banking with U.S. Bank since 1905, trusting them with our finances and working with them as a community partner for 125 years. We even have an original ledger from when we first started working with them.
Boys and Girls Aid and U.S. Bank share a long legacy, very similar to Irene Gerlinger, of being a part of the community and giving back through volunteerism, philanthropy, and leadership.
At U.S. Bank, we are committed to building a brighter future for Oregon's youth. A stable, healthy home environment is absolutely essential. Children and families thrive when they have a safe place to call home. And for over 140 years, Boys and Girls Aid has been doing just that. And we are proud to have them as a vital part of this community.
Thank you, U.S. Bank, for your ongoing commitment to Boys and Girls Aid. We are honored to name you as a recipient of the Irene H. Gerlinger Award for Philanthropy and Community Service.
U.S. Bank is proud to be a Gerlinger Award honoree this year because community engagement and social responsibility is at the heart of everything that we do. Whether it's supporting our communities through grants or volunteerism, we believe that everyone, especially children, deserve an opportunity to achieve what they dream.
I was first introduced to Raga Mandala about a year ago when she called the agency wanting to talk about hosting a fundraiser for us.
The fundraiser was an immense success, and we were able to raise over $5,000 for Boys and Girls Aid.
Over the last year, Raga has become a really dedicated volunteer at Boys and Girls Aid, especially at our Safe Place shelter in Hillsboro, where she goes about twice a month and prepares homemade traditional meals for our residents.
I chose to volunteer with Boys and Girls Aid back in the summer of 2024, and around that time, my mom was diagnosed with a brain tumor and had surgery, and it was quite a tough time, but throughout the entire time, my parents and my family and my friends were being extremely supportive, and I realized that I was extremely fortunate to have such a big support system and that some youth didn't have that familial support. And so that's why I'm super grateful to be able to work with Boys and Girls Aid, because they do so much to help with homelessness and housing accessibility.
On behalf of everyone at Boys and Girls Aid, we are so excited to present Raga Mandala with this year's Irene H. Gerlinger Youth and Service Award. Thank you for all you do, Raga.
I'm so excited to be receiving the Gerlinger Award this year. Last year at the annual gala, I was able to see the impact that Boys and Girls Aid had on the lives of young children, and I'm super honored to be receiving this award.
I'm Oregon Secretary of State Tobias Reed, and I am here to offer enthusiastic congratulations to Raga on a really significant accomplishment. Your compassion for others, your dedication really shines through in your service. And your example, your hard work and dedication is a constant example to other kids that you can all really make a difference. So congratulations and thank you.
Congratulations on your Irene Gerlinger Award. I love you so much, and I will want to do something like Boys and Girls Aid like you when I'm older too. Bye!